for Sonano. So it won't be easy this afternoon, but the Hawkeyes going after victory number 2 in Big Ten Conference play and number 8 overall. Big crowd expected, and 13-1. That'll certainly do it, as Amy Williams has this team playing very good basketball. It's a team that has good guards, but also some outstanding inside presence. The bench does a good job, and obviously playing with a ton of confidence. Hawkeyes still looking for their groove offensively. We'll see what happens today. We'll be back and get the pregame comments. Head coach Lisa Luter. Jamie will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory. Thanks so much for joining us this Sunday afternoon on the Hawkeye Radio Network. We are courtside from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska, as we get set for Iowa and Nebraska. Time for the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Save time and shop online with Hy-Vee Isles Online. Go to HyVeeIslesOnline.com. Well, Coach, before we talk basketball, let's talk a little academics. What a job this team did in the first semester. 3.56 cumulative grade point average and 9 Dean's List members. The President's Club is in there as well. Boy, no surprise, but what a terrific job. And that's part of it, too.
It is a big part of it, and I'm really proud of their effort in the classroom. I mean, and when you think of the majors that these women are tackling, I mean, we're talking pre-med and engineering students and business, and I'm just really, really proud of the effort they put in the classroom. And Sharon Goodman, 4.0, President's List, 9 on the Dean's List. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. I don't know about you, Rob. My grades weren't maybe that good.
You have to put 2 or 3 of them together for me to get to that point. But Nebraska today, this is a team playing very good basketball, 13-1, took care of Michigan in this arena earlier last week, and seemed to be rolling on all cylinders.
Yeah, their only loss has been on the road at Michigan State. But when you look at that they beat Michigan, number 8 ranked Michigan, by 20 here last week, that's a pretty remarkable win. So this is a team that has got really kind of all the elements. They got post players, they got really good shooters, and then they have a really savvy, experienced, quick point guard in Sam Hy-Vee. But Jazz Shelley, to me, is the difference maker. She is a transfer from Oregon. She is just their leading scorer. She's shooting nearly 50% from three-point range. She rebounds well. She distributes at almost 5 assists a game. She's, to me, is the person that really makes this team tick.
We'll be back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Coach, obviously trying to rebound after a tough home loss against the Northwestern Wildcats. Never easy to go on the road, but what kind of the goal and the mood going into today's game?
You know, I think our team just wants to come out and this sounds so simple, but give it their best shot.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, we're not going to focus on the scoreboard. We just want to execute. We want to come out here and play the best basketball we can, and we just need to feel good about it again. We need to feel good about a game and feel good about our performance, and that means executing and getting the easy shots versus taking the hard shots.
Be okay to get to the line, too. You're doing a terrific job there.
Well, we are a good free throw shooting team, and sometimes we bail our other teams out by taking threes instead of really trying to get to the line by penetrating and drawing those fouls. So, hopefully we can get to the free throw line. Like you said, I think it's a great aspect of our team.
Coach, good luck today.
Thanks, Rob.
Head coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show. We'll be back with the starting lineups from Lincoln, Nebraska after this. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
Minutes away from the start of Iowa and Nebraska. The Hawkeyes 7-4, 1-1 in Big Ten play. Nebraska checks in at 13-1, 2-1. Jamie, as we take a look at your keys to a Hawkeye victory today, not an easy place to play. The Hawkeyes did sweep Nebraska last year, but this team seems to be a little bit different and playing with a ton of confidence.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what player is going to score for Nebraska. That's always hard whenever you're playing a team that has a lot of people who have that potential. And so I think that'll be a big thing coming in today is realizing who was the scorer today. Probably Sam Hybe, but beyond that, who else is going to help them out? And that's who they're going to be looking at, and they just got to be ready to adapt to that.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification before we get to the starting lineups. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. And here are today's starting lineups.
Caitlin Clark. At guard, number 24, Gabby Marshall. And at center, number 25, Monica Sinano. The head coach of the Hawkeyes is Lisa Bluter.
So the original starting five for the Hawkeyes. You heard the tail end of that. It'll be Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Sinano, Gabby Marshall, and Caitlin Clark. And the Nebraska starters just about ready to be introduced. Remember, no Logan Cook again today. Still in that walking boot, several weeks away from the Iowa City West product to get back. And for Nebraska, Bella Cravens will not go today. Injured an ankle. Didn't play against Michigan the last time out either. She is a transfer from Eastern Washington and a 6'3 senior, so a good post player, veteran player, average 7.5 points a contest. Ashley Scoggin, weren't sure if she was going to start today or not, the 5'7 junior, and really does a terrific job, brings great energy for the Cornhuskers, but it looks like she is going to go as we check in with Nebraska's starting five.
At forward, a 6'3" freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska, number 40, Alexis Markowski. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Dallas, Oregon, number 0, Ashley Scoggin. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Moe, Australia, number 1, Jazz Shelley. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore from Canberra, Australia, number 34, Izzy Bourne. And at guard, a 5'9" junior from Moorhead, Minnesota, number 4, Sam Hybe. The assistant coaches are Tandem Mays and Tom Gailey. The associate head coach is Chuck Love. And the head coach of your Huskers in her 6th season, Amy Williams.
So there are today's starting lineups. Terrific crowd on hand here, as you would expect, Jamie, when you've got a team playing very good basketball. Obviously in this area, a ton of red, and they support their athletic programs. And Amy Williams, as you heard, in her 6th season, 85-76. It did take the 2017-2018 team to the NCAA tournament. She's had a couple of other postseason WNIT appearances, but this is certainly the best start that the Cornhuskers have been off to in her tenure.
Oh, yeah. they're just kind of progressive, right? I feel like if you look back at her whole time here, it's just been a little bit each year, and that's always a good thing to see coming from a coach. And they're at a point right now where it could be that turning point where they become a really strong team consistently. Iowa obviously wants to hinder that, and their goal today is to make sure and limit opportunities. I would say the biggest thing they need to do is try to start and control the tempo. That's a big thing for Iowa. Anytime they're controlling the tempo, the game goes their way. And it just makes it so that they hit their shots more. Everything just starts to fall into place, and it's a lot of it's based on the tempo. So Iowa today needs to pay special attention to that.
Officiating crew assigned by the Big Ten, Julie Cromanhoek, Mark Berger, and Missy Brooks. Hawkeyes, they're traveling black uniforms, gold Iowa across the front, gold numbers. Huskers in the white uniforms, trimmed in red, and the Hawks win the tap. And Caitlin Clark has the basketball going right to left in front of us, and in deep to Clark, had it blocked on the left block. She gets it back and then has to scoop it out to Kate Martin. Good defense by Hybe down on Clark. Inside Sonano, turnaround jump shot off the window from the right block is good.
Not an easy shot, but a good shot by Sonano and a good finish.
Hawkeyes start with a 2-0 advantage. You get the feeling too, Jamie, really important to get off to a good start on the road in front of a really good crowd. Hybe with the ball, right wing, gets to the top of the key, being defended by Marshall. Swings it off to Bourne, and she spins and loses control of the ball in the paint, does dig it up, and then finds Hybe going to the basket, and she couldn't handle it and had it knocked away at the last second by Gabby Marshall.
So Iowa needs to recognize there's just 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Getting out there, being aggressive, no easy shot.
Get it inside to Scoggins. She turns and has it blocked by Caitlin Clark, and that is going to be a shot clock violation.
Wow.
Outstanding defense that time by the Hawkeyes. We're going to have to do a good job on the boards today.
Yep, really good block shot by Clark there, realizing that makes sense right there. Additionally, that she had somewhat of a height advantage on it.
Warnock inside to Sonano, and she got trapped underneath the basket, hit the bottom of the ring. Shelley comes away with the ball. Hybe inside Markowski, and the 6'3" freshman scores, and it's tied at 2. Short jumper from 15, the elbow for Caitlin Clark left her open. That doesn't happen very often.
The defense
and she drilled
froze, and she did a good job realizing it and just taking that easy little 10-footer.
Scoggin for 3, right wing, rimming no. And the ball dug up by McKenna Warnock. 4-2 Hawkeyes just underway from Lincoln, Nebraska. Martin tried to get it inside to Sonano, and a push from behind is going to be called on Markowski. Her first, the team's first. 3 trips, 3 touches for Sonano.
Yeah, I think that we know that that's a focus, but I think that it's definitely something that has to happen today. Sonano is good. She is great. She's a good asset to the team.
Coming off of 20, and here's Clark racing all the way to the basket, untouched. Left-handed layup off the window is good. Caitlin Clark with 4, and it's 6-2. 2 minutes into the ball game. Shelley down on the right block. Her shot is up and no good. Kate Martin did the job defensively and grabs the rebound. Here's Warnock on the right wing. Sonano comes out for a screen. McKenna gets to the free throw line. Looks, feeds it left side. Gabby Marshall. Now Clark in between the circles. 11 to shoot. Hawks on top, 6-2. Clark goes to the right and dribbled the ball off her foot as there was a little bit of contact with Markowski, who came out to show, but really wasn't much.
And Clark says that it came off of Nebraska, and that's one of those, by the way, where a coach is going to say, just go get it. Don't let it bounce out of bounds if you can control it. And Coach Bluder, I know, says that to people because she said it to us.
Here's Hybe. Twists and left-handed layup, no good. Rebound, putback is good by Markowski. Nobody boxed her out.
Nope. Gotta box, gotta limit second chance opportunities. That's what killed Iowa in the Northwestern game.
6-4. Hawks on top. Clark breaks free inside, and the layup is good with the right hand on the left side. 6 for Caitlin Clark, 39 in this building last year.
Good patience for Iowa, staying out in the wing, looking for those cuts to happen.
Markowski comes out, sets the screen for Shelley at the free throw line, kicks it right side. Here's Ashley Scoggin nursing a little bit of a shoulder injury. Pass inside to Markowski, tapped away by Marshall, dug up by Hybe, jumper left side off the right side of the iron into the hands of McKenna Warnock. Hawks look to push. Here's Martin in transition. Goes hard to the basket. Shot is up and no good, but a Husker foul.
Nebraska foul number 40, Alexis Markowski.
And that's Markowski with 2.
It is, and she is an effective force offensively for them, so that's a good thing for Iowa to be able to have that. They do have other good players. They actually have Hannah Stewart's little sister.
Yeah, Annika comes in right away.
And but it's a thing that Iowa can do if they can push through them. But I will say Nebraska does have a very tall bench, so although it might hurt them offensively, defensively they'll still have some height in there.
Kate Martin drills the first free throw. Went hard to the rim. Second one, perfect.
Oh, that was a pretty noise, wasn't it?
Oh, boy. 10-4, Hawks. Three-pointer straight away by Izzy Bourne. Her first basket. Played on the Australian national team. At 11 and 4 boards against Michigan. Sonato, right block, goes to work. Floater is up and gets the roll. Both teams working freely at the offensive end. 12-7. Here's a three-pointer. Shelley Wild off the left side. Warnock another rebound.
Great
pushes the ball to Clark. Now back to Warnock. Open three, right wing. Splashes it home.
McKenna Warnock. Yes, McKenna Warnock. Doing it on both ends.
And timeout taken by the Huskers as the Hawks explode to a 15-7 advantage. Just doing a terrific job at both ends.
They are. And the pace is the pace they want right now. They're pushing it. They're doing it in a controlled fashion, though, right? The one time that we had Martin drive in, she probably was the fastest of the break so far, but she drove in seeing that there was no defense. So Iowa just has to be smart.
5:47 left to go in the first. Let's take our first break. Iowa 15, Nebraska 7. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a two-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Couldn't ask for much of a better start for the Hawkeyes in this one. 5:47 first quarter, Iowa 15 and Nebraska 7. Hawks 6 out of 8 from the floor. 1 out of 1 from three-point range. That one, the McKenna Warnock three that prompted the Nebraska timeout.
This is this is the start that Coach Bluder could have wished for, right? If she was wishing for a start to the game, this is the start you wish for. Not just one person is scoring. You're moving the ball around. You're playing well on both ends of the court. You're starting to box out. Wow, what a great 4 minutes of basketball for Iowa. Hopefully that can keep continuing to propel them as they're moving on throughout this quarter. And 15 points in 4 minutes. Whew.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, Jamie, is 4 players, 4 of the 5 starters have already scored.
Yeah, they just look so much more fluid right now. Things aren't being forced. People are looking in for the right things. And just, can they continue it? That's what you want to know.
Hawks have made 5 of their last 5. Back out on the court after the timeout. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers. Visit midamericanenergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. Huskers with the basketball. Courtside here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. A terrific structure here in Lincoln. Bourne has it, flips it inside to Stewart. She couldn't connect, goes after the rebound, but dug up by McKenna Warnock. And then goes off of Warnock. Stewart fell on top of her.
It was a mess. It was a mess, but really Tommy Tywell got in there and tried to get that additional box out. It was a hard one. It wasn't really her box out to get, but she made it, and so that there wasn't another easy putback.
So Tommy into the game, first substitute for the Hawkeyes. Nebraska inbounds the ball. Here's Bourne again at the top of the key. Sonato comes out on her. Tried to get a bounce pass inside to Stewart. It's picked off by Warnock. Now to Caitlin Clark on the right wing. Shelley comes out on her. Now here's Sonato, 13 feet from the hoop. Kicks it out. Marshall in between the circles. Now Warnock will dribble to the right wing. Inside Sonato. Back to Warnock. Left-handed layup is good.
The finish. Whoa.
Give and go. The Hawkeyes worked on that extensively this morning at shoot-around.
Getting that ball into Monica is key.
And it's happened. And a little hesitation move all the way to the basket. Jazz Shelley goes glass and is able to finish. Stewart was in the neighborhood as well, but Shelley decided to take it on her own. Here's Warnock, 17-9 in favor of the Hawkeyes. Deep three-pointer, Taiwo skips off the right side of the rim. And it's dug up by the Huskers. Here's Shelley. Terrific ad for Nebraska this year, transfer from Oregon. Now back out to Stewart, and she'll fire from the top of the key off the right side of the rim. But Bourne skies for the rebound. Now back out to Stewart, gives it off to Scoggin for 3, rimming no. And then another rebound by Shelley, who knifed in there and took care of the ball. Now Stewart again for 3, that's deep. Shelley another rebound. Gets it to Hybe, layup is good. Way too many times.
Way too many.
And here's a steal by Scoggin in transition. Gives it off to Bourne. Right-handed layup is good. And now the crowd back into it at 17-11 to make that 17-13 Hawkeyes. 3:25 first quarter. Here's Clark. And a bump will be called on Scoggin, who really tried to get up in the space of Caitlin Clark.
And Clark's doing a really good job of not, even though she's creating some of this contact, by the way, she's not pushing off, she's not doing an extension with her arm, which is why they're not calling the foul at the moment.
But a lot of those are going to go 50-50.
They are. I don't know that
you will get called for it if it keeps happening.
Yes.
Here's Clark on the right wing. 17-13 Hawkeyes. Warnock for 3. Yes. Top of the key. Count it.
Warnock. Hot.
And she shot the ball very well against Northwestern from deep. 4 out of 6. Shelley wheels down the right side of the lane. Bounce pass is out to Widener, who drills the three-pointer right in front of the Iowa bench. Allison Widener at 7 against Michigan. Here's Clark on her way to the hoop, and she is pushed out on the perimeter, and that'll go against Widener, her first.
14 fouls first quarter. Checking for Nebraska, number 32, Kendall Coley.
And Kendall Coley comes into the game. Another familiar name for the Hawkeyes.
Chase Coley's little sister, not so little, 6'2".
Yeah.
But so was Chase. Chase was, I think
right.
Chase was 6'3".
Here's a three-pointer by Clark. Dug up by Scoggin. Scoggin will pull, top of the key, 3, and drills it. Got to catch her in transition. 70% of the shots that she takes, it's behind the arc.
Well, and three-pointers are just hot for Nebraska right now. They have hit their last 3 threes they've shot, I believe.
6-0 run by Nebraska. Inside Sonato, right block, shot no. Had a good look, just a little bit short. Nice pass by Caitlin Clark. Hawks by 1. Stewart, a deep three-pointer, wild. Coley gets the rebound, shoves it off to Shelley, who can't connect. And the Hawks come away with it. Transition 3, Clark off the right side of the rim. Stewart the rebound. Both teams just firing up deep shots here the last 2 or 3 possessions. Shelley again, no good from 3. Clark the rebound. Iowa by 1. Clark all the way to the basket and untouched and lays it up and in.
Much better decision on the transition right there. Take it all the way in. Go for the high percentage shot if possible.
And she can just get to the basket on anybody, especially in transition.
Well, she was bobbing and weaving right there. It wasn't that she went from one side of the court directly to the other. She was going through the middle of the lanes and reading it.
Here's Shelley. Cross-court pass to Widener. Three-pointer off the glass, not even close. And Clark, contact.
Huskers aren't reading the room.
And pushed by Shelley. So the officials have been consistent so far with that bumping call. That's obviously what Nebraska is trying to do, is just play physical with Caitlin Clark and try to keep her off rhythm.
I'm going to give Clark, I think she does a good job of showing it right away. She doesn't wait till the middle of the game to try and show like, hey, they're grabbing me and doing that kind of thing, because if you do it right away, you're going to hit it right away, and hopefully it'll get them to lay off of you a bit.
So Clark standing at the free throw line. Hawkeyes 22, Nebraska 19, 104 left. The officials are having a conversation. Blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com.
And I think they're talking right now about the fact that people are then following up and getting in Clark's face and things like that. So, I mean, they're trying to get into Clark's head. The good news is I think Clark enjoys those type of things.
I think you're right.
I don't know that it's always going to work to your advantage to try to get in her head with the verbal match.
That'll just get her going. And she makes both free throws. She has 10 here in the quarter. We're under a minute, first quarter. 24-19 Hawkeyes. Nebraska with the basketball. Widener gets into the paint, kicks it out, right side, three-pointer, Shelley good.
Nebraska has already shot 11 threes in one quarter.
Feuerbach along the baseline. She's doubled. O'Grady into the game. Couldn't dig it up, but Martin was able to. Hawks keep the possession, 15 to shoot, 30 on the game clock. Here's Clark for 3, left wing, got it. Fadeaway jumper for Caitlin Clark with 13.
But Iowa's shooting 50% from three-point land. Only have shot 6, though, but still, that's great for them. I say only compared to Nebraska's 11.
Right. 10 seconds. Here's Shelley, drives in, floater, paint, got it.
Got 4
Plays
seconds.
fast.
3.
Here's Clark, mid-court, and Hawks are just hang on to the basketball as the first quarter comes to a close. And how about that for entertainment?
Yes. This is a very, very, very lively first quarter. Both teams shooting pretty good. Iowa shooting amazing right now, 62.5% that quarter. Really good shot selection, though. Like, I mean, they've earned that 62% because I think they're making good choices out there. Score being 27-24. Both teams shooting well. Nebraska has hit several three-pointers. They've hit 4. Iowa's hit 3. Man, I'm so jazzed. I couldn't tell.
Good 10 minutes of basketball. More to come. Iowa has the advantage by 3, 27-24. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
MidAmerican Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
10 minutes in the books here from Lincoln, Nebraska. Iowa 27, Nebraska 24. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's all-suite hotels, Homewood Suites, and the Home to Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, a pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Hawkeyes blistering the nets at 10 of 16 from the floor. Clark 5 of 8. Warnock 3 for 3. Sonano 2 for 4. Inside Bourne. Left block. Kicks it out for a three-pointer. Porter drills it. Ruby Porter just came off health and safety protocols, and Marshall called for traveling in the backcourt.
And that was with a little token defense from Shelley. Just wasn't ready for it. I wouldn't say it was an aggressive defense, but just got to be ready for everything, especially when you're bringing that ball up the court.
We're tied at 27. Hawkeyes had 3 turnovers in the first. Pass inside to Bourne from Shelley, and she shuffled her feet before she put it on the floor. And Nebraska commits their 3rd turnover. Iowa basketball.
And Bourne's a good matchup size-wise to Warnock. I would say they're very similar in what they look and how they work. So I think that actually she'll be defended quite well by her.
6'2" sophomore. Here's Warnock for 3. Got it just left to the top of the key. Stay hot, McKenna Warnock.
There's a little bank in that, but you know what? When you're hot, you're hot.
Well, it's Pinnacle Bank Arena. Hawkeyes on top by 3. Hybe finger rolled inside, and she has 4. Clark, top of the key. Shoves it to Martin. Now Warnock for 3, top of the key. You know the answer. 14 points for McKenna Warnock.
Every time. Every time.
33-29 Hawkeyes. Just underway, second quarter. Here's Shelley down the right side of the lane. Shot up, count it, and she is fouled.
I mean, Shelley's just slicing into the lane a little too easily right now, and it's always going into the middle of the lane. So Iowa has to do a better job of pushing her to the baseline. It's hard to help in the middle when someone's driving to the center of the lane.
And she's got a really quick first step, plays fast, and really likes to push the basketball, quick in transition. Free throw good. So Shelley with 10. Leading scorer for Nebraska at 13.6. They have 3 players averaging at least 10. Shelley, Hybe, and Bourne. Hawks by 1, 33-32. 8:19, second quarter. Clark in between the circles. Feeds inside, deep into Sonano. She turns and lays it up and in off the right block. Hybe tries to get it right back against Marshall. Shot is short. Rebound to Nebraska. 3-pointer in the air by Porter. No. And the ball releases out to the free throw area, and an Iowa foul will be called on Sonano, her first.
Second team foul, second quarter.
And neither team has tons of fouls. It felt like a lot of fouls were being called. There really weren't that in the first half or now. Iowa just has those 2 team fouls, one for Martin and one for Sonano.
Stewart off the inbounds pass, knocks down the 15-foot jump shot from the left baseline. Stewart, her first basket off the bench. Inside Sonano, left block, about a foot off of it. Comes out, sets a screen after she got the ball back to Caitlin Clark. Shelley working hard on her. Clark rolls in a long two-pointer from the left wing. And Shelley was right there defensively.
Put on a clinic on that one. She was showing you how if you move around, you make some space, you can get that shot off.
Bourne inside left hand, shot won't go. And Warnock will pick up the foul.
Iowa foul number 14, McKenna Warnock. Her first personal foul. Hawkeyes 13th foul in the second quarter.
It'll be free throws for Izzy Bourne out of Australia. At 11-4 against Michigan. Kylie Feuerbach back for Warnock. Today's game is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Free throw off the right side, no good.
And Kate Martin's bumping down to play a 4 right now. Due to the fact that Logan Cook is out, that messes with the rotations a little bit. So now Martin will do that flex down from 3, 4, wherever she's needed throughout the game.
Bourne connects on the second. She has 6. Hawks by 2, 37-35, 7:10 left to go. Sonano inside. Got the pass, bobbled it, and is tied up by Stewart. Hawks will keep the ball. Possession arrow favors Iowa. Ashley Scoggin back. Does have a three-pointer. Box set for the Hawkeyes. Inside, Martin catches. One dribble, goes up and finishes with the right hand. Good rhythm.
Really good rhythm on that. Comfortable, quick.
Hawks by 4, 39-35. Stewart inside Bourne. One dribble, spins baseline, foul on Kate Martin.
That'll be 2 on Kate Martin, so she'll most likely be coming out soon.
And now Nebraska, who shot a ton of threes there in the first 10 minutes, now starting to try to get the ball inside. Iowa playing on the backside and has committed some fouls. Warnock back for Martin.
Well, when Warnock's in, she's doing a good job of getting to the high side, and so that's the difference here. When Warnock's in, it is a different style of play in the defensive position.
Bourne connects on the first. Talk about Nebraska's three-point shooting. They're 37% on the year, but have shot coming into today 327. Opponents 244.
It's a lot of threes.
Bourne 2 for 2. And it's 39-37 Hawkeyes. With the lead in the basketball. Here's Clark. Nicole Caton comes out on her. Slips a pass inside to Sonano, and she is wide open and finishes with the left hand.
And that was all created by Clark, to be quite honest. She did a good job of moving, not looking down directly where she wanted to pass it.
Three-pointer up and no good by Caton. She was left open. Here's Clark. Bounce pass. Sonano baseline short jumper is right through. The pace, the speed of which Caitlin Clark is playing with today, unmatched so far.
And doing such good reads at that speed, right? She's going quick, but she's actually moving and making smart decisions. So it's not just a rush
I'll
shot.
go back to the game last year in this arena, Jamie. That's when I think Caitlin Clark, her season really turned.
She found herself in college, what that looked like.
Here's a three-point shot off the mark by Caton. Hawks will live with her shooting 0 for 2. 43-37 Iowa. Clark with the ball. Loses control of it, but digs it up. Gets it to Sonano. Now to Clark. She's doubled. Gets all the way to the rim. Lays it up and in with the scoop shot. And just left Caton sitting out on the wing.
That's elite moves right there. She did bobble the ball, but she didn't let it affect her, and she kept going with the play. I mean, that is a mentally tough stance right there on the offensive end.
6-0 run. The last minute 3 for the Hawkeyes. Clark with 17. And Hybe goes down the left side of the lane. Can't connect. Hawks grab the rebound with Sonano. Now to Clark. Hybe comes out on her. Clark dribbles behind her back. Whips a pass cross court to Feuerbach. Tries to go baseline. And a bumping foul will be called on Scoggin.
Nebraska foul number 0, Ashley Scoggin. Her second personal
In Iowa's game plan, you can tell it was to go at them. Don't let them control you. You need to just drive in. You need to attack even if they're out there. And there's a different presence, I'd say, on the offensive end right now of Iowa going and being more purposeful with their drives, I'd say.
More confident.
Yes.
Quicker moves. Not stagnant. Marshall, top of the key. Left side, Clark. She'll fire a three-pointer off the right side of the rim. And O'Grady, a push underneath as Widener got the rebound.
Her first personal foul.
I think that was an accidental.
Hawkeyes 15 foul in the second quarter.
But still a foul.
After a timeout on the floor.
We've got timeout on the court. 4:57 left to go in the second quarter. Hawks playing very good basketball, currently on a 6-0 run the last minute 42. Nebraska doesn't have a field goal the last 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Iowa 45, Nebraska 37. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Multi-platinum selling rock group War is coming to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on Saturday, March 12th. Hear hits like Why Can't We Be Friends? Lowrider. And more. Tickets are on sale now for War on March 12th at Riverside Casino and Resort.com.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawkeyes 45 and Nebraska 37 on 18 of 25 from the floor. 5 of 9 from three-point range and a perfect 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Remember the Hawkeyes in that loss to Northwestern, 17 of 17 from the free throw line. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean burning fuel for our planet. Thank you to Iowa's corn farmers. Nebraska, 14 of 34, already put up 34 shots, 5 of 15 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line, 15 rebounds to 12 for the Hawkeyes, 9 assists, 4 turnovers. That's a lot better than we've seen the last couple of games.
It definitely, feels a lot different today than it has in the past few games. And so this is like the team that you wanted to see. The team you know that can show up if they show up on the court that day, and they're here. They're here, they're playing. Iowa's looking good.
Free throw for Allison Widener. Gets it to go. She has 4.
Quick note. Iowa has 45 points, and there's still 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
That's a good point.
That's a lot of points.
But they've given up 39, too.
They have. Yep.
Second free throw good. Widener with 5. Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball, 45-39. Feuerbach along the baseline. Scoop shot is up and no good. Bourne with the rebound. Nebraska looks to push. In transition is Shelley. Wheels it back out. Kicks it right side for Widener. Takes 2 dribbles. Here's Bourne trying to attack from the left wing. Closed off by Warnock. Now back outside to Widener. 9 to shoot. She's on the right wing. Now Shelley Her turnaround jumper, 17, no good from the right wing. Clark with the rebound. Down court to Marshall. Goes up and finishes. Little step move over Shelley. And Marshall, her first basket in transition.
The whole thing is a highlight reel. I mean, how easily Clark threw that across. I mean, there's a full court pass. And then the nice addition from Marshall being able to adjust in the air.
47-39. Here's Bourne. Fakes. Gets in the paint. Step under move is no good. O'Grady did a good job defensively. Clark comes away with the ball. Clark will pull up from 15 off the right side of the rim. A little bit strong. Not a bad shot. The way she's feeling today. Here's Shelley in transition. 3, rimming no. Ball popped out. O'Grady couldn't come up with it. And Nebraska will reset. 47-39, 3:20 left to go until halftime. Here's Bourne. Left block, whips it cross court. Widener, 3. Out of the left side of the rim. And the ball knocked away from O'Grady and out of bounds by Coley. Will stay with the Hawkeyes.
And a change today that you normally would have seen Clark take a break. She hasn't taken a break yet this game. Doesn't seem like she's going to be taking a break anytime soon, and she can't.
And doesn't need it.
She's not. You can tell she does not winded at all. She's feeling it. She's in what people would say the zone, right? She feels
this
good
crowd
right
has
now.
fired her up. The Nebraska players, I think, have got her energized, and she's got the ball. Wheels to the left side. Now Warnock, wide open three-pointer. Count it!
She did it! How is she doing this?
And nobody's guarding her.
No, and she's still confidently shooting it, and she's not throwing them up. She looks so good.
Here's Bourne, 50-39. Gets it inside to Markowski, and she makes a move off the left shoulder and finishes.
And Markowski, we haven't seen her since she got those 2 fouls with about 5 minutes into the game.
And she had 20 against Michigan. And that's against Naz Hillman. Here's Clark. Iowa by 9. Tried to get it inside to Sedano, but tapped away by Nebraska. Huskers in transition. Easy layup for Ruby Porter. She has 5. Hawks have done a pretty good job getting back defensively.
Yep, that's the first transition D that I think has looked that bad. So hopefully just fluke.
50-43. Hawks with the lead in the ball approaching 2. Second quarter. Here's Clark. Lost control of the ball. Feuerbach dug it up. Got it back to Clark. Now Bourne has come out on her. Bourne at 6'2". Clark wheels to the right side. Frees up for 3. No good off the left side of the rim. Ball tapped out of bounds by Shelley. And we'll stay with the Hawkeyes along the baseline. Martin
Monica
back for the
Sedano kept that
Hawkeyes.
alive by attacking it. She was just getting after it, getting in there. Gives them 20 more seconds with a chance to get a good shot.
Warnock 5 for 5 from three-point range. Here's Clark. Gets it out top to Marshall. She dribbles the right side, looks to go up strong, and is called for traveling. Too much height underneath for Nebraska.
And that's something that Marshall has to recognize, make that adjustment. If you're driving in there, you have to have a plan. This isn't a team you can just drive it against.
50-43, Iowa still with the lead, Nebraska with the ball. Stewart gives it off to Scoggin. Gets into the paint. Kicks it left side. Shelley, 3, rimming no. Clark, another rebound. Caitlin crosses the timeline at Pinnacle Bank Arena, which she holds the scoring record. Inside Sedano. Up and under move, and a foul will be called against Stewart as she tried to slip from the right side to the left side of the lane.
And so that foul is going to be called because they're going to say that similar to if somebody sticks their leg out to try to hit someone in the thigh, it's a body foul. Again, I will always support post.
We know that about you.
But really, I think that that's the benefit of doing a step through, a crossover, whatever you want to call it, is that you get people out of their element and you can draw fouls like that.
Officials over at the scorer's table.
Checking for the Huskers, number 4, Sam Hybe.
Just making sure the fouls are correct. Hybe back in. Hawks basketball along the baseline in a box set. Clark looks, gets it into Warnock. Feuerbach Now Marshall, and she drives baseline. Layup is up and good. Right hand on the left side. Good quick move that time.
Yep, and she didn't go up against any defenders coming across the lane, so she put it up, and that was a smart decision.
52-43. We're under a minute, second quarter. Hybe, left wing, eyes a free and knocks it down.
And Hybe's been quiet. That's actually her first three.
And here's a steal by Shelley. And a step under move with the right hand is no good by Porter. Put back, no. Porter goes after the ball, as does Shelley, and comes up with it.
And Iowa will still have one more possession. However, this possession for Nebraska ends.
Here's Hybe with 8 to shoot. Angles left side. Tried to slip the pass inside, and Sonano steals it away. Hawks with plenty of time, 12 seconds, and a 52-46 lead. Here's Clark on the right wing in front of the Nebraska bench. She heads toward the basket. Hesitation move. Lost control of the ball. Hybe with the steal, and that will end the first half.
Things got loud in here. Wow. A lot of energy.
Everybody's into it.
Everyone is, yes. Not a quiet person out there right now. Whew. Still a good ending. Still a good quarter for Iowa. I mean, the first and second quarters, you can't ask for much more from Iowa. It took a 27-point first quarter and a 25-point second quarter. If Nebraska was asked prior to this game, hey, if you score 46 points in the first half, do you think you'll be ahead? They would have definitely said yes.
Yep, no doubt about that. And the Hawkeyes are ahead 52-46. And Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, has been voted best in the area for the 9th consecutive year and proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Visit Dodge Street Tire for all of your automotive needs, including the best deals on Goodyear and Toyota tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating 29 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Well, we've got a lot of stats to talk about, and that will be coming up next on the Bud Light Halftime Show from Lincoln. Iowa 52, Nebraska 46. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey Hawk fans, Gary Dolphin here. For that extra edge that comes from looking and feeling my best, I reach for my Authentic Brand gear. The style and comfort of Authentic Brand by TCB Companies delivers that boost of confidence to be my best. Authentic Brand gear can do the same for you or your entire workforce. Outfit your life with Authentic Brand gear by TCB Companies. And don't just do it in Authentic Brand.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, Lincoln, Nebraska. Sunday afternoon basketball, and both teams are into it for sure. Iowa 52 and Nebraska 46. This is the halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena. This year, Bud Light is for the fans, and Jamie will dive into the statistics, but how about the line so far for Caitlin Clark?
It is unreal. You wouldn't believe this is a halftime line, but here it is. Caitlin Clark's line, 17 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point land, 2 for 2 from free throw line. Wait for it. She has 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block. It's bananas. It is just crazy. But she's not the only Hawkeye. She actually is not the only Hawkeye with 17 points. McKenna Warnock has 17 points. She is a perfect 6 of 6 from the field and a perfect 5 of 5 from the free three-point line, people. It is off the hook. She's also thrown in 5 rebounds, all of those being defense, getting that box out in, and also has 1 steal to contribute. And then, for fun, there is a third Hawkeye in double figures right now with Monica Sonato at 10 points. She's 5 of 7 from the field. And then she also has 1 assist to contribute. 4 points coming from Kate Martin. Gabby Marshall has 4 points as well. As a team, Iowa has 11 assists. Nebraska not too shabby either. Their scoring is housed a little bit more across everyone. 10 for Shelley, 8 for Bourne, 7 from Hybe, and then 6 from Markowski, 5 from Widener and Porter, 3 from Scoggin, 2 from Stewart. I mean, it is really every single person is scoring for them. But both methods seem to be working, but Iowa's is working just a little bit better with their 52 points and just their shooting in general. Iowa is shooting currently 55% from the three-point line and 68% from the field. So it's like you're nervous almost for them to come back from halftime, but you know what? Can they do another half like that? I'm going to have faith.
That's going to be the key. A terrific first half on many fronts. And how about McKenna Warnock? Let's not forget about her. 17 points as well. 6 out of 6 from the field. 5 of 5 from 3 in 19 minutes. That's the other thing to mention too, Jamie, is the starters, several of them have logged significant minutes here.
This is the first time we've ever seen Clark play the whole first half. This is never, I don't even know if we've ever seen it play, maybe one game last year. But yeah, full 20 minutes. Warnock has almost a full game with 19 minutes.
22 is the career high for McKenna Warnock. And 17 is her high so far this year at UNI and in the first half today. More of the Bud Light halftime show is coming up next as Iowa leads Nebraska 52-46. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state, and it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
You know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. Hawk fans, don't settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. With Extreme powered by Mediacom, you can enjoy speeds from 60 meg up to an incredible 1 gig, intelligent whole home Wi-Fi, and unbeatable reliability. You want great internet at a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
From Lincoln, Nebraska, Iowa leads the Cornhuskers at the half 52-46. And it's time to take a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. At U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. One final, Big Ten women's basketball, Michigan rebounded from the loss here last week, all over Rutgers at 76-47. Another game at the half. Michigan State 33, Purdue 30. And then later on today, starting at the top of the hour, it is Maryland at Minnesota, Wisconsin at Illinois, and Ohio State in the Chicagoland area to face the Northwestern Wildcats. Final regular season Sunday, NFL football. Early starts. The Baltimore Ravens 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers 3 with 12:32 left to go in the third. The Cleveland Browns 14, Cincinnati 7. It doesn't mean much for either team. That's just underway third quarter. The Washington football team 6, the New York Giants nothing midway through the third. And the Chicago Bears 14, Minnesota 10, 8:07 left to go in the third, and the Bears inside the Minnesota 1-yard line.
Boo.
I got that in there just for you.
I know, and you even looked at me like, listen to this one.
Tennessee 21, Houston nothing. That is important for the Titans as far as seeding is concerned. Jacksonville 16, the Indianapolis Colts 3, 10:02 left to go in the third. Detroit 24, and the Green Bay Packers 13 with 9:16 left to go in the third. Later on, the Jets and the Bills. The Falcons host the Saints. Carolina is at Tampa Bay. San Francisco at the Los Angeles Rams. The New England Patriots at Miami. And Seattle and Arizona from Glendale. And tonight, the Chargers and the Raiders from Vegas. Hawks back out on the court, warming up the basket to our right, leading 52-46 over Nebraska. Back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
What would you buy with an extra $1,000 to Shields this holiday season? How about an extra $5,000? Shields and Under Armour are giving away the ultimate holiday shopping spree. Now through December 13th, we're giving away a $1,000 Shields gift card every Monday. And on December 20th, one lucky winner will be drawn for a $5,000 Shields gift card. Register now at shields.com/win.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
Flu season is here, and you can get your flu shot now at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and you can schedule your appointment online. Just go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. This year, it's more important than ever to stay healthy. So go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy today to schedule your flu shot and get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Some restrictions may apply.
Rob Brooks and Jamie Cavey Lang back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Iowa 52, Nebraska 46 on the Bud Light halftime show. Jamie, how about the points in the paint?
Oh, man, points in the paint. Iowa 24, Nebraska 20. So about half of them coming from that paint region.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. Warnock and Clark each with 17 lead the way for the Hawkeyes. 52-46 Iowa. Third quarter up next. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Nebraska with the ball and a quick steal by Caitlin Clark, and she goes coast to coast and lays it up and is able to score and get 19 points now. And then Shelley just missed 2 free throws after being fouled by Sonano. But Hybe gets the ball back and goes up with a left-handed layup, can't score. And Kate Martin now will be called for a foul on the rebound.
It's a weird foul call. It's a loose ball. I don't know.
So ball possession for the Huskers. Hybe gets it into Bourne, right block, working against Warnock, goes up with the left hand too strong, batted out by Sonano, and again another opportunity for Nebraska. Layup no good by Hybe, and the rebound and putback is good by Markowski. Rebounding an issue for the Hawkeyes again today.
And then that's going to be a foul on Monica Sonato, and that's going to be her third. Looks like they're going to have a sub coming in. They're going to have Ediger come in.
So A.J. Ediger did not play against Northwestern.
I mean, the one thing I think is maybe they want some physicality, which I would say Ediger would probably be a bit more physical than O'Grady. I mean, scoring-wise, you got two big scores in there right now.
Free throw good by Markowski. She has 9. 54-49. Hawkeyes on top. But now foul trouble. Sonato on the bench with 3. Got 2 inside of a minute here to start the third quarter. Clark pulls up, left wing, no. And the rebound hauled down by Markowski. Hybe in transition, angles left side. Kicks it to Scoggin, three-pointer left wing, rimming no. Warnock skies for the rebound. Drops it off for Caitlin Clark. Clark gets into the paint, spins, goes up, and let's see if they get Hybe with the foul. They do.
And a good read by Clark, though. I definitely think continuing into the lane, if they're not going to stop her, is always going to be the decision.
Remember, Kate Martin has 3 fouls, too.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still on the floor. Clark will throw it in along the baseline. Marshall, bounce pass inside. Ediger, up and under move. The left hand, no good up the right side of the rim. Rebound hauled down by Shelley. Shelley, left side, whips it cross court. Hybe for 3, that's short. Ball comes right back to her. Marshall didn't box her out. Hybe, free throw line extended right. Gets into the paint, goes left hand, window, got it.
And Hybe's been relatively quiet, but she can turn it on and she can start to get some more points up quickly.
Hawks by 3, 54-51. Under 8 minutes left to go, third quarter. Here's Marshall for 3, rolls it in from the right wing.
Use it in that quieting 3, right?
That's the silencer. But then she gets beat by Hybe all the way to the hoop. Left-handed layup. Hybe now with 11. She had 7 at halftime. 57-53. Hawkeyes. Warnock for 3. Splashes it home from the top of the key.
So apparently Warnock is still hot. The halftime did not cool her down.
That's 6 for 6.
Sure is.
And that's a season high for Warnock, 2 away from a career high. Scoggin from 15, right side of the rim, into the hands of Caitlin Clark, heading toward a triple-double today. Hybe knocks the ball away and out of bounds. Hawks will keep it. Martin will inbounds it right in front of us here, courtside. Gets it to Clark. Hybe comes out on her. They've tried about everybody. Hybe draws the assignment. Warnock tried to get a pass inside, batted up in the air by Markowski, and stolen. In transition, Nebraska Bourne loses control of the ball. And say it's knocked away by the Hawkeyes along the baseline. As Coley comes back for Nebraska. Feuerbach for the Hawkeyes. Huskers with the ball. Iowa 60. Nebraska 53, 6:45 left to go, third quarter. Shelley gets it in. Markowski out behind the arc. Lofts the ball to Hybe. Marshall on her. Hybe tries to penetrate, gets some help. Now Coley, a deep three-pointer. And she drills it just off the bench.
She shot that pretty quickly and confidently.
And a capable three-point shooter. Some pressure put on by Nebraska. Here's Martin across the timeline. 60-56. High post to Ediger. Now Clark, right wing. Reverses, gets to the basket, and shot is up and no good. And Markowski knocked her down. Hybe was in the neighborhood as well.
I mean, Markowski just woofed her. That's what I would say. I don't know if that's a word, but it's what it felt like.
It is on this broadcast, right?
It is now. It's a new word. You're welcome, Merriam-Webster.
And 3 fouls.
Yeah.
On Markowski, who sat much of the first half, the first 2 quarters, with 2.
Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised if they quickly try to come back in and have, I think that they'll put Sonano back in probably after the 5-minute mark.
Now they're going to take a look at this.
Oh, they're going to see if the woof was on purpose?
Yeah, which didn't look like anything, but we'll spend the time doing that. Law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or ticket day or night. And don't forget, we've got Hawk Talk tomorrow night with head coach Lisa Bluter. Weekly radio show presented by Oaknall. We'll be at Bump's Restaurant from 6 until 7, hopefully. Spending a lot of time talking about a Hawkeye victory today. The full show schedule can be found under the Connect tab at HawkeyeSports.com. Join us at Bumps at Fig Pine Golf Course tomorrow. At great crowds. You can call and make a reservation. Outstanding food and specials at Bumps Restaurant.
And just the best company. Let me tell you.
The best.
It is.
The gang's all there.
The gang's there.
Timeout on the floor.
Oh.
So now we'll go to a timeout. Want to watch a little bit more video?
And they're checking what's going on.
It's just a regular foul, and the review of whether it was a flagrant or not fueled this timeout. So both teams will head to their respective benches, and we'll take it as well with 6:13 left to go in the third. Hawks by 4, 60-56. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
McKenna Warnock, a perfect 7 for 7 from the floor, 6 out of 6 from three-point range, a season-high 22 away from tying her career high. And Caitlin Clark on triple-double alert, 19 points, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds, and at the free throw line. Remember, she holds the arena record here with 39 points and drills the first. The one blemish, Jamie, that we see, 16 offensive rebounds for Nebraska.
And that's the one thing that I think everyone feels. Iowa feels it when it happens. You know, it's just that's the thing that's not falling or happening for them right now, those box outs.
So Clark perfect on the 2 free throws, and it's 62-56. Shelley all the way to the basket. Down the left side, lays it up and in.
Into the middle of the lane every time. That's the thing that it's so hard to help on.
Shelley with 12. That's her first basket in the quarter. 5:45 left to go in the third. 62-58. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. Feuerbach holds left wing. Takes a couple of dribbles to the middle. Ivy comes out on her. Now Scoggin all over Clark, face guarding her. Ediger, cross court to Martin for 3. Got it! from the right wing.
Oh, been silent, and that is a nice one. That is a nice one in the second half.
And a nice job by A.J. Ettinger to have the ball in the paint and reverse it to the right side.
Ettinger has not played. Everyone listening realize that Ettinger really hasn't played this year, and she's coming in and playing quite well. Looks very confident, doesn't look scared to be playing during this game.
Feuerbach picks up the foul. Warnock back in. A.J. Ettinger has not played since the Evansville game. Played 6 minutes back on the second.
And prior to that, she's
only played 5 games.
Yeah, I don't know when she had played prior to that.
Michigan State. Shelley gets the ball to Scoggin, deep in the left corner. Martin on her, and she'll pull from 15 and knock it down. Scoggin with 5. That's just a good pull-up jumper, heading to the right side, and a foul in the backcourt as Clark
Nebraska foul number 3, Allison
tried to get by Widener. That's her second.
Timeouts on the floor.
And we've got an official's timeout. Sonato checking in. She'll be back when we return. 4:57 third quarter. Iowa by 5, 65-60. 3 out of 3 last field goal attempts. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hai Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at Hy-Vee.com/mealtime.
A.J. Ettinger being pushed into significant playing time here in the third quarter after Monica Sonato picked up 2 quick fouls within the first 1 minute of this quarter. And the 6'2 freshman from Hudsonville, Michigan, has only played in 5 games this year and no more than 6 minutes. Played 6:06 against Evansville, did play 2:28 against Michigan State, but has not really been in a tight game situation.
Right.
You got to give her credit.
I think that she looked great out there. She did what she was supposed to do during that time. She was effective. She wasn't really looking to score, but I'm sure that that wasn't their goal. They're like, shoot if you can, but ultimately we want you to be a part of the offense and, pass that ball around, move the ball around.
And made a really nice pass from the paint to the right wing when Gabby Marshall knocked down that 3-pointer.
And that takes off some of that pressure. Like, hey, when your focus is on the defensive end, it makes it a little bit easier to go out there and function because you're like, I can do that. I can definitely do that.
But it's the starting 5 on the floor now for the Hawks. Up 5 with the basketball. Backdoor play to Clark. Layup.
Man.
Pretty move. And a terrific feed by McKenna Warnock. Inside, Coley, turnaround jumper strong. Rebound by Sonato. Hawks boxed out much better that time. Now to Kate Martin. Hawks by 7 with the ball. Caitlin Clark. Shelley back on her. Whips it to Warnock, top of the key. Hawks showing some patience on this possession. 12 to shoot. Here's Kate Martin. in between the circles. Right side, Clark fakes a three, gets into the paint, pulls up from 14, has it blocked away from behind by Shelley, and the ball dug up by Widener. Ahead to Scoggin, and the layup is good. So Widener to Scoggin in transition. Nebraska scores and pulls to within 5. Warnock against Scoggin, top of the key, takes one dribble. Left side Clark, she'll cast a three-pointer, rimming no. And the rebound down to Bourne.
It looked like a good three.
Yep,
here.
good look. Open shot for Caitlin Clark, who has 23. Widener on the move, kicks it left side, Scoggin. And now she'll pull just left of the arc for three, got it. 2-point game. Hawks 67, Nebraska 65. Approaching 3, left to go third quarter. Here's Warnock, drives in, little strong on the layup. Bourne the rebound. Ahead to Shelley, who plays fast. Drives, paint, right side, shot no. Warnock the rebound. Here's Clark in transition. She'll take it all the way to the basket. Contact, no call, and the layup short. Shelley to Scoggin for 3, short. And now Martin the rebound. That flurry back like we were in the first quarter.
Yeah, you could tell that both teams are getting a little winded on that one.
And a 30-second timeout taken by Iowa. Nebraska's really starting to pressure the ball on the perimeter, which has made the Iowa offense a little bit stagnant.
Well, and then just trying to have to sit here and refocus, right? Sonato's back in. Okay, reset, focus. What worked in the first half that worked really well? Getting the ball into Sonato. Do that. Make those good sharp passes. Like, that's what they need to be doing right now.
Hawks by 2. Hey Hawkeyes, is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and much more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. So 2:34, third quarter, 21 to shoot. Iowa 67, Nebraska 65. Hawks have not scored the last 2:10. Feuerbach back in. And she'll inbounds the ball along the sideline. Lobs it out to Caitlin Clark. Now Hybee back on her. Swings it to Warnock. Just right at the top of the key. Now she'll dribble in the middle to the left side of the court. Tries to get it to Sonato and threw it away. Huskers with the ball.
Yeah, just a bad pass by Warnock on that. Really led her away, and I'm not sure if she saw something else there because it looked like a purposeful pass. Kind of just an odd turnover.
So the Hawks will play defense. Sharon Goodman on the bench really urging this Iowa defense on. Nebraska could take a rare lead with a 3. Porter back in there. Kicks it out to Markowski, playing with 3 fouls, as is Sonato. Here's Hybee, right wing, drives to the hoop, layup good. Too easy.
Hybee's looking for the drive. That's what she's doing right now.
And so is Clark. Gets into the paint, and the shot is up and good. Thought for a second she was going to get caught too far underneath, but not Caitlin Clark. Here's Hybee, hesitates. Keeps that left-handed dribble going. Hawks by 2. Nice answer by Clark and the Hawks. Coley, lob pass to Markowski. Now gives it to Porter, and she lost control of it out of bounds. Touched last by Iowa. Kate Martin up off the bench, back in the game.
Give it to Hawkeyes number 20, Kate Martin.
For Gabby Marshall.
And Huskers went on, I don't know if it was even a run necessarily, but they've just had a little momentum shift. But easily, this is a game where Iowa can pick it back up. It has just been Iowa's game thus far.
Nebraska gets it in, and then it's stolen away by Sonato. Lost control, did Markowski. Here's Clark along the right baseline. Kicks it out to Kate Martin. She'll set things up. Now back to Clark. Hawks by 2. Clark tried to get it inside. Ball batted up in the air by Hybee and stolen by Sam Hybee. Drives down the right side of the lane, and a hold will be called
on the floor
against Caitlin Clark. That whistle way before the shot. We'll see what happens.
Foul's on the floor.
Clark committed it.
There's no continuation in NCAA basketball, so that shouldn't count.
And it didn't.
It's not the NBA. There's not a continuation rule. And Clark knows it. She was getting that foul in well before she was going up for the layup.
Yeah, Hybee, really quick first step. Good ball handler and can go both directions. It makes it very difficult to keep her out of the paint. So it'll be 2 shots at the line for the junior Sam Hybee. Had 10 and 6 boards against Michigan. Last time out for Nebraska in that 79-58 victory.
But Nebraska, as you can see, are at the line, not because of a shot, but because Iowa has accrued 5 team fouls, so they will go every single time to the line. Nebraska has 3 team fouls for this last minute and 10 play of the third quarter.
And Hybee can tie the game and does not. But Markowski gets the rebound, put back, no. Sonano had a nice box out, and Markowski poked it away from her and out of bounds, so the Hawks will have it with 1:05 left to go, third quarter, on top by 1. 3/4 court pressure. Back off in man-to-man defense. Here's Clark, angles left side. Whips it to Sonano, left-handed layup is good.
Wow. Great release, good pass by Clark.
Much better find that time by Caitlin Clark.
Clark with the double-double.
That's 10 assists. And Widener all the way to the hoop. Left-handed layup. Widener with 7. Hawks by 1. About a 7-second differential shot in game clock. 18 and 26.
So Iowa will have to know, no matter what happens here, get back and play a good, intense defense. No easy layups. You do not want these layups going into there.
Out near midcourt, Clark with 5, angles left side, feeds it inside. Sonano knocked away by Widener.
Good hustle.
And Sonano on the floor, as is Markowski. And the Hawks will have the possession arrow with 7.8.
Good
Still
job
up by 1.
Sonano, there were 4 Nebraska jerseys, and you probably heard me mumble get on the floor, but that was the only way to get to that ball, was the person who got on the floor got there first, and that was Sonano. So smart decision. It's hard on the body to do that, but you got to do it sometimes.
Marshall for Feuerbach. Clark will trigger it in along the baseline. Hawks in a box set. And a whistle as Amy Williams comes out, talk to one of the officials.
I have no idea what they're
Yeah, the ball was
about.
already in bounds and the whistle blew. Hawks get it in. Clark gets it back from Sonano. Will pull from the elbow, a little bit strong, but Sonano gets it back. Clark for 3 at the buzzer. No. But is a foul called on the 3-pointer by the official Hybee.
Hybee fouling Clark on that shot. I didn't watch the follow through. So I didn't see the foul. I was watching
and
the
shot. And the shot got off in time.
They called the foul already. So.
The cameraman came out on the floor and Caitlin Clark said, hey, get out of here. I'm going to be shooting 3 free throws.
Oh, there's a foul on the shot. She boxed out and threw her with her arm. I mean, it's an obvious foul. They just did the replay.
And the officials are taking a look at it.
It's a foul.
Well, it's foul for sure.
Well, the foul on the box out is a foul on the 3-point line. This happens all the time, and they count it as being a part of the shot. The follow through counts. If you push on someone's body, even though the ball's out of their hands, it still counts as a foul on the shot.
You don't give the shooter room to land.
Yeah.
And land in their space, you'll get called for.
I would say Hybee fouled her. They're giving her 3 free throws. Yep. And it doesn't seem like it, but they have to protect the shooter in those instances. As a person, it's frustrating on the defensive side, but as the offensive shooter, you want to be able to be protected so you're not going to get hit every time after the ball leaves your hand.
Hawks by 1. No time on the clock here at the end of the third quarter.
Interesting choice for the Huskers to go and stand there.
Jerry foul, Nebraska, number 4, Sam Hy-Vee. Her second personal foul. Huskers' fourth team foul in the third quarter. At the line,
0.7 seconds are on the
So now they will put a little more time on there. The Hawks have backed away from the lane, and still a delay.
Well, they're putting
Trying to get the clock.
They put 0.7 on the shot clock.
And now they put 10 on the game clock, so that's going to have to come off.
Got a lot of clocks to figure out here. Got a 0.7. You don't have to do the shot clock. So much pressure on the clock person right now.
Nervous.
There they go. They got it. I'm not judging. I feel like there would be a lot of buttons to push.
There are. So here's Clark at the line. First one is perfect. Caitlin with 25. Number 13 of 13 from the line against Northwestern. Second one swishes that. Two dribbles, ball in the air, got it.
Iowa
Smooth,
was
3 free
17 of
throws.
17 at Northwestern, and they're
And that's the end of the third quarter.
9 for 9 today, so we're on 26 of 26. And then possibly the game before, we'd have to look play-by-play to see when, if and when the last free throw was taken.
Best in the country.
So 26 of 26 thus far. Iowa's on a roll, at least, possibly plus. Asterisk that.
We know Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Camp. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn-fed. Well, we'll head to the fourth. Iowa 74, Nebraska 70. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Caitlin Clark with a double-double, 27 points, 10 assists, does have 7 rebounds. He's played all 30 minutes. Hawkeyes lead it 74-70. Outscored Nebraska outscored the Hawkeyes in the third by 3, 24-21. Iowa has led, Jamie, for 28 minutes and 52 seconds.
Yeah.
The entire ballgame.
You can feel that, though. I think Iowa still has the momentum in this game. It's just a little underlying there. Even if they're not going on runs, it feels like they have that confidence behind them.
Nebraska with the ball. Markowski in the paint, kicks it out to Coley for 3, rimming no. And a terrific rebound by Widener and put back. She just out-jumped everybody.
She did, yep. She pulled that down forcefully.
Allison Widener with 9, had 7 against Michigan. Hawks by 2. Rebounding 31-25 Nebraska, but 18 offensive rebounds. Marshall in between the circles. Feeds it left side. Martin, who drives baseline, goes
Great
up strong
take.
and finishes
Wow.
with the right hand on the left side.
Just had that bit of momentum behind her to lift her up and pass the defender.
Hawks by 4. Huskers with the basketball, and a deep three-pointer, no good by Porter. Hawks kind of dared her to shoot it, but Poley digs up the loose ball. And a charge we called on Hybe against Marshall.
And the ref was literally 2 feet from that, watching.
He's got that elbow out there.
Yep. It appeared to kind of extend it and pop it up a little bit. Marshall definitely got a piece on the face. And that's what Iowa wants to do, though. Like, you want people to be frustrated. That's what you want. And Marshall and Martin are the 2 defenders we know get put on the good players on the other team, and Hybe being one of them.
Jazz Shelley, the transfer from Oregon, back on the floor for Nebraska. Sonano working hard to get the ball. Goes up with the left hand and scores, and called for it that time.
And that's a Big Ten post right there, man. Just posting hard, knows she doesn't have it from one angle, waits for the pass, and then she seals.
And Markowski all the way to the basket. Shot is up and no good. She missed an easy shot with the left hand. Hawks come down with a rebound, 78-72. 8:20 left to go in the fourth. Here's Clark. Takes a 3. Now to Warnock. Fires a three-pointer off the right side of the rim. That's her first miss of the ball game. Well, we'll give her that one. Still on 2. Scoggin being defended by Marshall. Gives it off to Shelley. Top of the key. Fakes left. Drives right. Floater. Paint. Rimming. Got it.
Shelley she's a driver. Drive. That is where she's making all her points.
Yep, she'll go all the way to the basket, pull up in the paint like she did that time. 78-74. Hawks by 4 with the ball. Here's Warnock. And this three-pointer is blocked. Didn't have the room that she did before. And in transition, Shelley for 3. A wild shot off the window. Warnock on the ground. But Clark has the ball. She's up. Her and Coley battling inside.
Oh, it's a good pass, just a little hard to get.
And Markowski got a hand on it, tried to get it to Sonano. Not much space to try to get it to Monica.
You're going to want to go top it in on those passes. It's hard to get around long arms.
Shelley drops a pass inside. Markowski, shot is up and good. Got that one in on the right block. Markowski with 11. Hawks by 2. With the basketball, here's Clark on the right wing. Sonano comes out to screen, fakes left, goes right. Clark, and shot goes, but foul before the shot. That'll be a push on Widener.
And Clark at this point in the game is going to know who's defending her and that type of thing. Like, who does she have an advantage on the drive? And she read that right there. She pushed out the other guard who was on the wing so that it was a 2-person game for her. Drove it in really well.
A.J. Ettinger back into the game. Monica Sonano will sit down. Annika Stewart for Coley. And Clark tried to get the ball inside and hit the bottom of the basket with the pass. In transition, Scoggin free, swishes it. Hit that one from the right wing. Scoggin with 13, and Nebraska takes its first lead of the ballgame. 79-78. Crowd into it now. Warnock to Clark, inside, paint shot, no. Ettinger with the rebound, kicks it out. Martin for 3, got it!
Way to go, Ettinger, getting in there, making that second chance opportunity count.
And Kate Martin, another three-pointer, she has 12. 81-78, Hawks answer once again. Here's Shelley, left wing, kicks it out. Three-pointer is up and no good by Bourne. Rebound Shelley.
That's a hard board.
And a push will be called on the Hawks. Shelley driving baseline. Kate Martin picks up her 4th.
foul number 20, Kate Martin, her fourth personal foul.
They'll get Feuerbach into the game.
Yep, give Martin a little bit of a break. There's only 6 minutes to go in the game, though, so having 4 in the fourth quarter is not a huge deal. They'll just give her a break probably until the next media timeout, and then she'll be back in.
But shooting the ball well. You want her on the floor.
You do. Well, just energy-wise, she brings a lot, but they're going to get Sonano back in now.
In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. Shelley looks, gets it in. Here's Hybe on the right wing. Marshall comes out on her. Hybe slips into the lane. Scoop shot up and good off the window. Tied at 81. Here's Clark to the paint, and she's bumped by Hybe, and that's 4 on her. Boy, would that be huge.
Yeah.
Hybe's had a great third and fourth quarters.
And if you have Hybe out of the game, then that means you have one of their main people they're looking to for leadership, right? Those types of things come into play with that. Not just the scoring ability from her, but even that next level.
Ball possession for the Hawks. Clark hits it into Marshall, barely. Marshall penetrates. Gets it to Sonano. Now back out to Caitlin Clark. Hawks got to watch the passing. Clark wheels right side. Contact. Reverse. Layup is good.
Man, that move.
How about that?
Crossing
Caitlin
over
Clark.
left and right. Getting right in there for that layup. Man.
And wide open. Faked right. Went left.
Went back right for that finish.
Hybe. Stewart. Scoggin. Now inside, Bourne holds the ball about 6 feet away from the ball, spins, shot is up, that's an air ball,
Good
and
defense.
Marshall gets the rebound.
Good defense by Sonano on Bourne.
Was not comfortable with that one. Warnock for 3,
Get
got
back
it!
in there! Yes, just a fluke. The three-point miss was a fluke. She's back in.
Keep shooting, hit that one from the left wing, right in front of the Iowa bench, and that's a career-high 23 for McKenna Warnock.
Oh man, a well-earned 23.
Had 22 against Michigan State last season. Hybe pulls from 17, rimming no. Battle for the rebound and touch last by the Hawkeyes.
Timeout on the floor.
5-point lead. 5-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go for the Hawks.
And timeout on the court. 4:29 left to go. Iowa 86, Nebraska 81. We're heading down to the wire. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks have answered everything Nebraska has thrown at them in the third and fourth quarters. Iowa's outscored Nebraska so far here in the fourth, 12-11. And lead at 86-81. Right now, Iowa Lottery VIP club members can enter to win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash. Enter today at ialottery.com or via the Lottery Plus app. So McKenna Warnock, a career-high 23 points, 8 of 11 from the floor, 7 of 9 from three-point range. Tie that in to her 4 of 6 against Northwestern.
Yeah.
And as we've talked about, this kind of the unsung hero, I think, on this team has just had a really good year, somewhat quietly, and she also has 9 rebounds.
Luter said at the end of the Evansville game, looking at Warnock's stats, I mean, I remember her saying, the biggest problem she's seeing is she's not shooting it enough. They're not giving it to her enough to shoot. So I think McKenna was, I'm sure that was a conversation, and McKenna is showing them, you give me the ball, I'm going to hit the shots.
So starting 5 for the Hawkeyes, minus Martin on the bench with 4. Feuerbach in there for her. Huskers basketball. Hawks by 5, 4:25 left to go. Coley slips it off to Widener. Tries to get it inside. It's stolen away by the Hawks.
That was the help defense. That was perfect help defense. Sonano helped across. Warnock dropped into the hole, got that steal.
Here's Clark weaving her way to the bucket. Shot is no good. Sonano with the rebound on the weak side. Gets it to Gabby Marshall, who keeps control of it, and then Iowa takes time out just to save the possession.
Well, she's rewarding her team. She's showing them, if you guys are going to fight, where they should have called a foul on for Clark.
And maybe Iowa didn't call timeout.
I don't know.
Well, they blew the whistle, and Iowa will not gather, so they'll inbounds it with 13 on the shot clock. 4:02 left to go. Here's Clark. Slips a pass to Sonano. Baby
Nice.
hook shot, little bit strong.
Great pass, though, across the lane. Good shot by Sonano.
Boy, that would have been huge. 86-81. Hawks on top. Huskers with a basketball. Markowski, high post, gets it out to Shelley. She drives the right side of the paint, spins, picks up her dribble. Marshall right there knocks it away, and then Shelley fires a three-pointer, barely hit the right side of the rim into the hands of Caitlin Clark.
Got 3.5 minutes. The clock is Iowa's enemy. They want this clock to wind down.
Warnock, be careful now to Sonano. Back to Warnock, drives in along the baseline, and she is bumped by Markowski. And a foul will be called.
And that's just 4 on Markowski. I thought maybe it was her 5th. Ivy's going to be back in. She also has 4 fouls, but at 3 minutes to go in the game, that's none of that's surprising.
Widener will sit down. So 20 on the shot clock. Hawks will inbounds along the baseline. Clark gets it into Sonano, back to Clark.
And Iowa wants to take their time. If they get a shot, go for a good one. Otherwise, use the clock. Use
Iowa by 5. Warnock slips it left side, Marshall. Now Sonano, 10 feet away, gives it to Feuerbach along the baseline. The first layup is good. How about that for your first bench points of the game?
Man, nice reverse layup on that. And that's confidence from Sonano and Feuerbach to be able to do that move.
And a three-pointer up in the air by Shelley. No good, but she gets her own rebound. Scoggin, top of the key. Bounce pass inside Markowski. 2 dribbles, shot up off the window. Got it to go.
Letting that post play. Sonano was being pretty aggressive there with the body.
That ball bounced twice on the front of the rim and dropped in. 88-83. Hawkeyes on top, 2:25 to go. Clark in between the circles. Looks inside Sonano. She catches, goes up strong, and gets it to go on the right block.
Man, she willed that to go in. That ball did not want to go in. Sonano said, you better.
And a little fist pump from Monica Sonano. 90-83, approaching 2. Hawks need to play defense. Markowski, 12 feet away from the ball, backs her way in, spins, baseline shot, no, and a foul will be called on Monica Sonano. That's 4.
Iowa foul number 25. Yep, and prior to that, she had 3. Sonano's smart. That was a smart decision, though, to be really aggressive against her. Why not? You have 3 fouls. You have 1 to give at that point.
Checking in for Iowa, number 20, Kate Martin.
Martin back for the Hawks. Kylie Feuerbach will sit down, but a huge basket by her.
Huge basket. I'm always proud of any player who hasn't really scored during the game and they have that confidence to hit it. Go for it.
Not easy. Yep, you bet. Free throw, no good. Strong by Markowski. Only a 65% free throw shooter. Hawks got a box out. Second one in the air, got it. 6'3" freshman Markowski with 14.
And Iowa has the advantage. 2 minutes to go, 6-point game. Iowa just needs to be smart.
Facing some pressure, gets it to Clark. Caitlin crosses the timeline. We're under 2. 90-84, Hawks by 6.
And nobody's guarding. They're not getting hard out on Caitlin. Use the clock. Use the 30 seconds.
Martin Now to Warnock, comes out top of the key. Now Clark, right wing, being defended by Shelley. Waves a few people off, trying to get an ISO play for her. Clark tries to drive baseline, whips a pass cross court. Knocked away by Hybe and out of bounds.
That's all right. They still have 5 seconds to shoot.
Boy, Hybe gets her hands on a lot of basketballs. Deflects. Does a great job defensively. Martin right in front of the Iowa bench to trigger it in. Gets it to Warnock. Now Sonano, turnaround jumper, no good. Just skipped off the right side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Hybe.
Good play, good shot.
Almost a steal by Warnock. Hybe, right wing. Busts inside, goes up. And a foul is going to be called against Gabby Marshall.
I can't believe Hybe's not getting called for her offensive fouls. She really muscles her way through.
Yes, she did. She backed in hard.
I think at any other point in the game that would have been an offensive foul. But Marshall, good job, great defense. Made her really work for that shot.
Hybe free throw, good. She has 17, 10 since the half, and it's 90-85.
And looking at timeouts, both teams have 3 timeouts each.
Second one, got it. 1:25 left to go. Hawks by 4. 2-possession game. Marshall almost lost control of the ball. Now gets it to McKenna Warnock. Crosses the timeline, which is always key.
Foul.
Almost a steal by Hybe. Warnock rips it away.
Oh my God.
And a timeout is going to be called by the Hawkeyes.
I'm sorry. That was crazy. There's
and
a
Coach
lot
Bluter's
of slapping.
saying the same thing. 30-second timeout.
I just can't believe they're not calling anything. There's a lot of slapping. Like, you have to control the game as a ref in that manner.
Yeah. Call it the way you called it the entire game.
I know. I'm sorry.
They're obviously
realized
starting
I was just
to change
saying
that.
fouls, but that was a lot of fouling and not getting called for this point in the game. I'm gonna have to mute myself when that happens. I apologize, but man, it just is frustrating when. But good job by Iowa. I'm going to give Iowa a great job to control it
and not to lose the ball.
Yeah, they did a good job this time.
17 on the shot clock, 1:12 on the game clock. Iowa 90, Nebraska 86. What a basketball game.
This is a great basketball game.
So Kate Martin will inbounds it right in front of us along the sideline. Has the basketball, gets it to Warnock. Coley comes out on her, hands it off to Clark.
And they're giving Clark space because she's quick.
8 to shoot. Caitlin wheels left side. Inside, Sonano, layup, good.
Clark's like, sure, get up in my face. Here you go. Nice sweet pass to Sonano down there.
Clark got the double team and then got it to Sonano. Almost a steal by Clark. Here's Shelley on the right wing. Jumper from the baseline by Hybe, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Coley's leg. 92-86, 43-4 left to go. Hawkeyes basketball.
That's a 2-possession game for Nebraska, and that's if they hit 3. So look for them to foul right here. They are going to foul. Iowa just needs to get the ball in and be smart and control it.
And get it to Caitlin Clark.
Not going to foul. Okay.
Not yet. Crosses the timeline, whips it to Marshall. Takes one dribble, bounce pass inside. Sonano layup off the window, 2 for Monica Sonano.
Man.
94-86. Hybe missed the layup. Marshall the rebound.
What is Nebraska doing? They're not fouling. It was just, that was a weird decision by them.
And Caitlin Clark asking for the crowd for more booze.
14 foul, fourth quarter.
Boy, has she been into this one or what?
And she's laughing. She knows what she just did was a poke. She's poking the crowd.
The foul was at midcourt, and she just dribbled the ball all the way in and laid it up and in.
Shooting 2 for Iowa.
And got the booze, and then she asked for more.
I mean, you don't have women's basketball players who do this kind of stuff. You see this on men's teams all the time.
Oh, and the free throw is missed. And that crowd will let her know it, but that was 32 straight free throws the Hawkeyes have made.
And that was a lot of straight ones for her, but man, it's okay.
That's right. Now she can start anher streak. Makes the second.
She adds so much right now. I mean,
I'm
going to fangirl out about Caitlin Clark today. I'm fangirling about her. None of that bothered me. I like the energy she brings. I like the chip on the shoulder. I like the swagger she has right now. You need it.
This team has responded.
Iowa needs it. Iowa needs someone to give her that. And not all players should do that. I do think she's earned it today, though. She has earned it. You look at her stat, when you look at it at halftime, you look at what she's doing right now. Does she have the arena record today? Well, she still holds it.
Yep, 39 last year.
But boy,
30 points.
12 assists.
12 assists and 8 rebounds.
And she does not seem bothered. Like, I know that there's aggressive defense on her right now, but she's just like, she seems so controlling.
Not rattled at all. Nope. And you could tell from the get-go she was ready to play.
She's in the zone. She's feeling it today, and she's herself. Like.
So 95-86, 25.8 left to go.
That's the end of Fangirl Clark hour right there. Actually, it's probably not, but for right now,
I'll save it for the postgame. Ivy gets it up top to Bourne. Now Coley for 3 left wing. That's off the window. Didn't hit the rim and goes out of bounds. Touch less by Sonano.
So 17 seconds to go. A 9-point lead for the Hawkeyes.
They're fine.
Just be smart. No fouling on threes. Do not foul.
Here's a 3 by Bourne. Rimming no. Missed it from the top of the key. Warnock the rebound.
Jeez.
And she's fouled, and that's her 10th rebound. That's a double-double.
Oh, good job, Warnock. And Warnock, very smart there. Did not swing any elbow. She was getting mauled, but did a good job of being controlled. Like, these are good end-of-game things to be seeing your team have. Like, Coach Blair should be looking at them. Good decision. Great decision, Warnock. Good job keeping the ball controlled.
And Iowa will take timeout. And this gives us a chance to remind you that it's time to get in the game, Hawk fans, because when your team scores, your town wins. Text Iowa to 97063 to nominate your town to receive proceeds from Wellmark's three-point play program. Money raised from each Hawkeye three-pointer is put towards community health projects like parks, playgrounds, and trails. It's all thanks to your local health insurance provider, Wellmark, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield of Iowa.
So Iowa just then, by the way, there was no foul, so they advanced the ball. They have it on their half. 11 seconds.
Hawks with 10 seconds. We'll just run this one out, leading 95-86. Ivy comes out, shakes the right hand of Caitlin Clark. Clark keeps the dribble going. Buzzer, ball game, and the Hawks beat the Huskers 95-86 here in Lincoln.
There's no 5-8, there's no line here because Nebraska has some strict rules in place. The state of Nebraska,
That's the way it should be.
So they just did a nice little wave. I mean, my adrenaline's going. My hands are shaking. I have, and in 40 minutes, we've just had 40 minutes of the intense, wonderful basketball play. Like, I am so jazzed. Thank goodness we were here.
Good time. Caitlin Clark and Lisa Bluter embrace, and players all wave to the Iowa fans that are able to make it.
Not many today.
And Caitlin Clark, like you see in football, is going over to give everybody a high five behind the Iowa bench.
Clark's, she's feeling it today.
And now the whole team has joined her.
I am here for it. Oh, goodness. I am ecstatic. The coaches have got to be ecstatic about this. They're just like, you guys do that. That's fine. Coach Bluter did used to have us go to the stands and do that, so it also could be, she's like, go tell them thanks. They were here. They fought with us the whole time.
Well, just when you think things weren't going in the right direction with this basketball team, take care of Nebraska today, who has won 13 games, 13-1, and the Hawkeyes get victory number 8, and now 8-4, and 2-1 in Big Ten play, behind outstanding performances by Caitlin Clark with 30, McKenna Warnock a career-high 23, Monica Sonano with 20 despite some foul trouble. That was the big three, and then Kate Martin also in double figures with 12. Sam Hybe leads the way for Nebraska with 18. Well, a lot to talk about here on the post-game show as Iowa defeats Nebraska 95-86. We'll be back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones. Dinner! You don't even have to think about it, because at MidAmerican Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're MidAmerican Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Well, you talk about important victories. They're all important, of course, but boy, this one a little bit extra special today as Iowa defeats 13-2, Nebraska 95-86. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Well, Jamie, you talk about 3 great performances, and there were others. The contribution from Kate Martin, of course, with 12. Gabby Marshall had 7, played very good defense against a tough Sam Hybe. And then Kylie Feuerbach's basket at a crucial stage, reverse layup. And then going to A.J. Ettinger, who ended up playing some significant minutes in the 3rd and 4th quarters, spelling
she has
Monica
2 assists.
Sonato.
I mean, she wasn't coming in there to score, and that is fine. And she took her role very well, and you've got to love a good role player. And 2 assists during your time period in there, I'll take it. Coach Bluter will take it. Everybody will take it, because those 2 assists, I mean, that's it right there. Wow. So much energy in the game today. It was, I mean, you could feel it. It was palpable here. And I'm still jazzed from it. I think the team is definitely going to feel this, and Iowa needed it. Let's be honest. Those 2 losses they've had, the IUPUI one, and man, they needed it. So Iowa has got to be feeling good after the Northwestern loss. Good bounce back on a really hard away court. This arena was loud.
Well, 8,416.
Yeah, and that's I believe that. That, some gyms where we go, that's the number they say, and there I'm like, I don't know if that's true. I believe it today. It was loud. There was a lot of people here, and Iowa really just controlled this whole game.
The thing that you'll take away, especially in that 4th quarter, was just the way that Iowa, every time Nebraska made a run, whether it was to get within a couple of points or at one time grab the lead, Iowa was able to answer every single time. Iowa led for 37 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah.
Nebraska just for 24 seconds. And as soon as Nebraska grabbed that 1-point lead, Hawks came right back and scored at the other end. No droughts.
They didn't allow it to affect them. Even the little runs that Nebraska went on, Iowa did a great job of keeping their composure. I mean, it was a very mature type of game. Iowa ended up with 4 players in double figures. I mean, really, really great game for them.
Well, we'll continue to talk about it. Abby Emmert-Stamp will join us on the postgame show after we take a break. Iowa defeats Nebraska 95-86. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Texting while driving is a very dangerous form of distracted driving. Drivers who use handheld devices while driving are 4 times as likely to get into crashes that can injure themselves or others. Drivers of all ages simply don't realize the dangers that are posed when they take their eyes and minds off the road. Everyone needs to do their part. Help save lives. Don't text and drive. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light. Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
What a victory for the Hawks this afternoon from Lincoln. Iowa 95 and Nebraska 86. And the box score, the numbers look terrific. It's like the great Iowa basketball teams and games. And this was certainly one of them. And Abby, you go back, the energy in this building, both sides, and that first quarter, just up and down, great flow, 27-24. And you just had the feeling, hey, this looks a little bit different here than maybe it did against Northwestern.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we knew coming into this game that they were going to have a huge crowd. Obviously, Nebraska, credit to them, they've just been playing extremely well, and we knew that they were going to come in really trying to get after us today. But our team was not scared about the way Nebraska's been playing, about the crowd, anything like that, and that's what I love about our team. Even with, a couple, poor performances out of us, they didn't lose any of their spirit, any of their confidence. Came in here, stepped off the bus, knew what we can do, and it was great to see us go out and execute early today, and then just build off it throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah, and you talk about performances. Caitlin Clark, terrific, and McKenna Warnock, a career high 23, and gets 10 rebounds, and worked hard in there. Then Monica Sonano, despite some foul difficulties, still gets 20, and big baskets down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously a little more balanced scoring with 4 in double figures, but, I think our team really kind of did some soul searching and bought into like just playing their roles, doing what they do well. And I think you saw that out of Kate Martin today. Like, she did a great job defensively, was a great leader for us out there, didn't try to force anything offensively, but then knocked down 2 huge threes when she got them wide open late at the end of the shot clock. Same type of thing for Gabby Marshall, took her defensive assignment, did a great job, I think, on Hybee. Obviously she had 20 points, but really made her work for them with 8 for 18, and then gets an open 3 and knocks it down. And the same, I could talk about Kylie Fierbach coming off the bench as well. Huge basket. And, she came in the game with some foul trouble, and she played a lot of important minutes for us. Again, didn't really force anything, and then takes what's there at the end of the game and knocks it down. And so I think just that synergy of really being able to see everybody really step up and play that role. And it just felt more like Iowa basketball, especially going into the locker room there at the end, too. Everyone on this team is a big part, and everyone feels, the value that they had in this win.
And I want to ask you, too, about AJ coming in and playing significant minutes in the third and fourth quarters. Hasn't played much, and certainly not in this scenario, and had 2 assists and did a terrific job.
Terrific job. And that's the thing. I mean, that's what you say to kids all the time. I know it's hard when you're a freshman. You come in and you're used to playing and you don't play. Keep showing up every day. Keep bringing what you can. Keep working hard. And AJ has done that absolutely and beyond. And really, the last couple of weeks in practice, she's really shown a lot, especially when Monica was out. She got a chance, and so we gave her a chance in there today. And how about that offensive rebound and kick out? That might be the play of the game. So really, really excited for her on that as well.
And 11 of 19 from 3. You love to see that.
Love to see that. Yeah, obviously McKenna played a big part in that, and like I said, Gabby knocked them down. And really proud of Caitlin too. Obviously she's frustrated with the way she's shooting the 3, not what she's capable of and what she's done her entire life, but she has really bought into attacking the paint, getting to the line, getting to the free throw line. You've seen that a lot out of her the last 3 games, and she will continue to do that as we continue to work on getting that 3-point shot falling for her.
And the nice thing too, Abby, when you look at that fourth quarter, and you felt it, even though you led for 37-54, Nebraska was pushing. They're within 2, within 4, took a 1-point lead.
Yeah.
But every single time, Hawks answered at the offensive end.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what's so great for us as a coaching staff, is I think there was a couple games where we just kind of didn't feel that fight from our team, and I think throughout the last year, we felt it all through last year. We felt it early in this season, and for whatever reason, it just wasn't there for a couple games. And so to see that kind of fight back, and they're just not scared of anything, and to be in this kind of arena and come back and quiet the crowd, and then maybe give them a little shush on your way back, that's what we're after, right? We want to have that attitude. We want to have that little bit of swag when we walk into somebody's home floor, and that was just a lot of fun out there today.
And you just know that Caitlin and amongst others really enjoy this atmosphere.
They do, yeah. They thrive in it, and that's good. And we try to tell them that all the time. Like, this is good for the game of women's basketball, right? This is growth in our game. We want to be playing in 10,000. I don't know what they ended up here with today, but
almost 8,500.
8,500, right? And we have 10,000 plus at our games. We have such a great fan base, and that's what it's supposed to be. That's what we want. That's what we're striving for. So you got to go into that with a positive mindset, and our team definitely does that, embraces it, especially obviously after last year having to play in the quiet arenas. I think even more so than now, you got to be thankful even when they're on the opposite end.
And I know Coach Bludero liked that assist total with 22.
Absolutely. Yep. That's the way we want to play. High assists, right? High field goal percentage. And a few things we got to figure out defensively. I thought the ball screen defense was a little rough for us today. And box outs, of course, we're going to go back and take a look at that. Obviously, they got too many offensive rebounds. I'm just seeing way too many offensive rebounds. So we'll deal with that, but we are going to celebrate a little bit first on the trip back home.
Well, you
Rob.
better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Abby, thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
Abby Emmert-Stamp on the postgame show. Assistant coach for the Hawkeyes has Iowa a huge victory here in Nebraska, 95-86. Victory number 8 on the year. We'll head to the Iowa locker room and also have our plays of the game, all coming up on the postgame show after this big Hawkeye victory. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them, or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Multi-platinum selling rock group War is coming to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on Saturday, March 12th. Hear hits like Why Can't We Be Friends? Low Rider. And more. Tickets are on sale now for War on March 12th at Riverside Casino and Resort.com.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball.
Big victory for the Hawkeyes at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. Iowa scores 95 points and defeats Nebraska 95-86. Led for 37 minutes and 54 seconds. 31 from Caitlin Clark, 23 career high for McKenna Warnock, and 20 from Monica Sonato. Jamie is in the Iowa locker room. We will hear from not only McKenna Warnock and Caitlin Clark and Coach Bluter, but first we're going to listen in on some of today's exciting plays. Clark. Now back to Warnock. Open three, right wing, splashes it home.
McKenna Warnock. Yes, McKenna Warnock.
Here's Clark on the right wing. 17-13 Hawkeyes. Warnock for three, top of the key. Count it.
Warnock. Hot.
Hawks keep the possession, 15 to shoot, 30 on the game clock. Here's Clark for three, left wing. Got it. Fadeaway jumper for Caitlin Clark with 13. 6'2 sophomore. Here's Warnock for three. Got it just left to the top of the key. Stay hot, McKenna Warnock. Clark, top of the key. Shoves it to Martin. Now Warnock for three, top of the key. You know the answer. 14 points for McKenna Warnock. Marshall gets the rebound.
Good defense by Sonato on Bourne.
Was not comfortable with that one. Warnock for three.
Got it. In there. Yes, just a fluke. The three-point miss was a fluke. She's back in.
Keep shooting. Hit that one from the left wing right in front of the Iowa bench. And that's a career-high 23 for McKenna Warnock.
Oh, man, a well-earned 23.
Hawks with 10 seconds. We'll just run this one out, leading 95-86. Ivy comes out, shakes the right hand of Caitlin Clark. Clark keeps the dribble going. Buzzer, ball game, and the Hawks beat the Huskers 95-86 here in Lincoln. And what a victory it was. Iowa just came out on fire offensively, and you just felt good things were going to happen. Not necessarily going to win the game, but certainly going to play good basketball, which they did both. Played good basketball and won the game. Outscored Nebraska 27-24 after one, 25-22 in the second. Nebraska won the third quarter by 2, 24-22, and Iowa comes back in the fourth quarter 21-16, sharp down the stretch. Iowa 95, Nebraska 86. We'll head to the Iowa locker room when we return. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hawks win it against Nebraska, 95-86 in a hard-fought game in which the Hawks led for 37 minutes and 54 seconds. And we'll head to the Iowa locker room here at Pinnacle Bank Arena as Jamie has head coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with Coach Bluter in a fabulously happy locker room. Coach Bluter, take me through this fabulous road win.
You know, this was just a great win for us. Nebraska had just beat Michigan by 20 here last week, and 13-1. They're feeling really good about themselves, and I think we put that all aside. We didn't worry about what had happened in the past, what had happened in our game last weekend. We just completely focused on this game, which sounds like an easy thing to do, but we just played Iowa basketball today. We shot the ball better. We defended well. I know we gave up 86 points, but when you play at as fast a rate as we do, we scored 95. But we held them, shooting percentage, they shot 26% from three-point range. They shot less than 40% from two-point range. So I'm pleased with our defensive effort as well as, we shot the ball a lot better than we have been.
A lot of stars for today's game. We'll start with probably just two big stars, I'd say, for today's game. Caitlin Clark and McKenna Warnock. Just illuminate what this will look like for them today.
Well, McKenna Warnock was unbelievable. I mean, her adjusted field goal percentage is 104%. She was 8 for 11 from the field, 7 for 9 from three-point range, had 10 rebounds, had a double-double. She was really, really good out there today. So I'm really pleased for McKenna. I love it when she shoots the ball like that, and I love the way our team found her. Like sometimes we don't find the hot shooter, we found the hot shooter. Monica was 10 for 14, so did a great job with that. And also, Kate Martin did what she does. I mean, she was 4 for 4 from the field today, and her big three, man, they went up. They took the lead at the 6-minute mark, and A.J. Ediger gets an offensive rebound, kicks it out to Kate Martin, and she nailed that three to put us back up. So leading the game for 38 minutes is a good thing on the road.
And Monica Stonano had some foul trouble, but still contributed, and fabulous shooting, 10 of 14. But you're right, Ediger came in, hasn't played since Evansville, didn't play, I think she's played in 5 total games this year. What does that mean to be able to go down to a freshman who is new and be able to count on them in a tight game?
Well, in a road game, there's a lot of people here. AJ has just been improving in practice, and she is physical, and we just felt like against their post, we needed a physical presence, and she gave us that. So, again, she had 2 assists as well. Her rebound was huge.
How important do you think this game was for your team, just mentality-wise? Like, it's hard to come off of some losses, and they got this game on the road.
Yeah, any road win in the Big Ten is huge, and then you're coming off of a loss, and that's just really tough. And then you're going back on the road again Thursday. We're playing at Purdue, so we needed some spark. We needed some momentum. But, I'm going to give the credit to the team. They brought it today. They brought a positive energy. They brought it, and I'm so proud of them for just moving on of what's has been and focusing on today.
All right, and you mentioned Purdue. Anything about Purdue yet?
I have no idea, Jamie.
That's all right. Enjoy the win, and then maybe you can start tomorrow. All right. And now here with, the 3-point queen. Is that where we're going to just give you a new title, a new crown? First off, you were 6 of 6. You did miss a few. I'll give you, you're probably mad about that too. But ultimately, you ended up having a new career high today and still pulled down 10 rebounds. And you guys won. Mm-hmm. Okay, how you feeling?
I'm excited right now. I don't know. It's a lot of emotions. I think it was a really great road win, and we had a lot of fun as a team too, which makes it even better. So.
You guys seem to have that momentum for the majority of the game. What did you do? They never left you, but you guys seem to have control. What was going on?
Mm-hmm. Well, we knew last year, we were up a decent amount last year, and they came back in the fourth, so we knew we had to keep going the whole game. I think we actually do really well on the road. We feed into the crowd, so that really helped. And I think that our bench was really amazing as well. So
when someone talks smack to you, does that make you play better or worse?
I like it. I know Caitlin likes it too, so I'm not sure about the other girls, but yeah, I think for the majority we like it. So.
All right. Well, you played very well today. Maybe people just need to talk smack to you and yell at you more. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. We'll tell the fans to switch that and do that at home. All right. Well, great game today, and we'll see you at Purdue.
All right. Thank you.
All right, here with Caitlin Clark. So you already have the arena record here. You didn't break it today, but you know what? I don't think it matters, does it?
No, it doesn't matter. All that matters is we got the win. This is a fun environment, and this is what competitors love to play in. I like when people are booing us. I think it's just good for the game of women's basketball to see that many fans come out, and I like to think a lot of them came for us, even though they're wearing red. I already had the record, but at the end of the day, all that matters is the win, and that's what we did, and we knew we needed this one, so it's huge for us.
And what does the word swagger mean to you? I'm seeing it on social media. Everyone's talking about it. It's being with your name constantly. Do you feel like that's emanating from you?
Yeah, I think, I'm at my best when I got a little swag to my game. And, if you watch me growing up, that's what makes me so great. And I think that's what makes competitors so great. You watch the NBA, they got swag. So why wouldn't I want some swag?
Totally agree. Well, we're excited to see you at Purdue, and fabulous game today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Jamie, great job in the Iowa locker room, and that's what you like. You could tell, as we commented, that Caitlin Clark, right from the start of the ball game, you could tell she was into it, talking back and forth with a couple of Nebraska players. They didn't seem to mind it, and I said, okay, strap in. This is going to be pretty good.
She is. I told you I was fangirling, and you could tell. Today was just her day. She was feeling it. Everything was coming off of her. Caitlin Clark, everything came up Caitlin Clark today, right? And man, if anyone wants to watch a game of just what it means to have swagger, to have this confidence, to have it ooze out of you, that is the game to watch. And she's totally right. You don't see it in women's basketball as much. And some of the stuff she did at the end, some people will say that was, that didn't have class. But you know what? If you watch the teams that are the best, they do have a chip on their shoulder. They do. There's always a player that's out there saying, hey, I'm sorry, we're the best. We are the best. And that's what you need. You need to have someone who believes that they are the best. And I think Caitlin believes that Iowa and her are the best. And that's what you want. It's not just her. She thinks Iowa is the best. And today, I felt like Iowa was the best.
In control. And that was the key thing is, anything could have happened in the last 2 or 3 minutes, but Iowa was able to answer anything that Nebraska threw at them, and I thought that was really the key. Never got down 3 or 5 and felt like, okay, here, you absolutely have to score on this possession. They just were able to get good shots. Mm-hmm. And you go back to the Kylie Feuerbach bucket, that was huge after the Nebraska crowd was really into it, and then Clark does her thing, and AJ had that terrific assist, and it all equals a big-time victory. And I think this is one win, but it feels like 2 or 3.
Oh, it does. You're exactly right. It does feel like 2 or 3 wins. It was like, what's the word? On the cusp of something, right? And you're just like, we're right there. And then, they finally got it. And you just are finally seeing it. And you got to hope like this is that piece, right, to get them so that the rest of their games can look to this level.
But as Coach Bluter told you, it's back on the road at Purdue on Thursday night. That is a 6 o'clock Central tip, 7 o'clock on the East Coast, but 6 o'clock here in Iowa. We'll be on the air at 5:45. See if the Hawks can string a couple of victories together and then turn around and play this team again in Iowa City a week from today.
That's bananas. I mean, who does that?
Well, we're doing it.
And hopefully that'll be a great point for Iowa. I mean, and it's a little bit easier to prep for and return to when you have them fresh on your mind about what players do and tendencies. And, I mean, it could be something great for them.
All right, well, a lot of fun today. And good news to bring you as Iowa defeats Nebraska behind 31 from Caitlin Clark. Also had 12 assists and 8 rebounds, so just missed her triple-double and played all 40 minutes. Never came off the court. McKenna Warnock, her career high 23, 7 of 9 from three-point range. Also had 10 rebounds in 38 minutes. And then Monica Sonato, 20 points on 10 of 14 shooting. Did a terrific job finishing down the stretch in her 32 minutes. Kate Martin in double figures with 12. So that's 4 Iowa players in double figures. Gabby Marshall with 7, and Kylie Fierbach off the bench with 2. And 4 players in double figures today for Nebraska. Sam Hybe led the way with 20 officially, and 14 for Jazz Shelley, 13 for Ashley Scoggin, and 12 for Alexis Markowski. Hawks shoot the ball terrific from the floor, 61.7%, and 11 of 19 from three-point range, 7.9, and then 10-11 from the free throw line, 90.9, but had made 32 free throws in a row until the end of the game. But now a 1-for-1 to start a new stretch for the nation's best free throw shooting team. So that'll wrap up our coverage of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball for today as Iowa defeats Nebraska by the final score of 95-86. For Jamie Kaby-Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good afternoon from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.